The soaring CN Tower is seen from the waters of Lake Ontario, along with the rest of beautiful downtown Toronto, our setting today. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Our game tonight featuring the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Boston Celtics. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. 2019's most improved player, Pascal Siakam, went from an energy player to an all-star. Siakam said, after every season, I look at the things I have to do better. When the summertime comes, I just attack it and work. It's about making sure that I'm a better player than I was the year before. Kevin?
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, DA. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Tice in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. The Raptors off the tip. VanVleet looking around. Feeds it to Ibaka. That one good for 2. Ibaka's got the game going here with the first basket for the Raptors.
And to me, it's never easy trying to guard Serge Ibaka. This guy is such a powerful player who is not afraid to mix it up.
Count it.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors.
In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more of them.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range twos. He almost doubled the number of three-point attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from 3.
And Tice throws it down.
Well, you love to see Jason Tatum using his length and athleticism to make plays defensively. That's nice.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Gets an open look and hits.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Here's Walker. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Boy, Walker can score from 3 levels. Right now, the mid-range doing damage.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Ibaka outside. Outside Lowry. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Lowry can't get it to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Dives for it. Tatum kicks to Tice. Tatum passes to Smart. VanVleet against Walker. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. VanVleet outside. Hands it from downtown.
Rise and fire in the catch and shoot. Fred VanVleet ready and willing.
Here's Walker. Pass to Tice. VanVleet against Smart. Pass to Walker. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by Walker. And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 3-point game. It's the Celtics ball. Here's Brown. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Tatum.
Well, the former #3 pick in the 2017 draft, Jason Tatum has been nothing short of amazing as a young gun in this league. What a star on the rise.
And so Tatum nails them both. 40 seconds left to play here in the first. Flynn the pass to Boucher. Flynn against Walker. He gets it in there.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Celtics trail by 3. Walker in the post. Covered by Flynn. Tatum no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Outside Flynn. The pass to Ibaka. That shot, no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Raptors lead by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you could see the results.
Celtics trail by 3. On the floor for Boston. Round the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Tice in at the 5 down low. Shot's good by Walker. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
McCaw, he's checked in for Toronto. Powell, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. Boston trailing. Brown, good. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. That just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just heartbreaking.
Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Matt Thomas comes in for Davis. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Powell for 3, hits it from three-point range. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
And here's Walker outside. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
How about the strength and explosive nature of Norman Powell? This guy excels at absorbing contact. Well, Norman Powell, these last several seasons, has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously, last season, much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Let's shot.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
Brown, good.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Here's McCall. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 1:58 left in the first half of basketball. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Powell after the basket by Boston. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. OG Anunoby's checked in for Chris Boucher. Red Van Vliet comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Lowry in for Patrick McCall. Now, here's Tice. He kicks it to Tatum. From deep, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Van Vliet against Brown. No good off the back of the rim. The Celtics on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Tatum finds Brown. Back to Tatum. No good on that one. Good D by Siakam. Fast break Toronto. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Outside Lowry. Shoots the three. But they recover it. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Brown dishes to Tatum. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Tatum's got the lead up to 7 now for Boston.
I think there's a strength that belies that frame of Jason Tatum. He just powers right through right there.
Here's Anunoby. Thomas trying to break loose. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Tatum with it. Now Thomas defending. Lowry with the ball. Pass to Siakam. Over Tice. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Boston Celtics bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. And the check. Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period was 3 points. They played very good basketball in the second quarter. The scoreboard tells the story as their lead is 7 at the break. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Celtics.
Great game so far from Tatum. We know he has the ability to carry an offense. Tonight he's showing the consistency at that end, and that's why his team is out in front.
Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Raptors.
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One of the stories here, J.Tatum getting it done today.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. Greg, we see defenses continually adjust. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Red Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Boucher in at the 5. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Now, here's Siakam. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And there it is for him.
Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
I mean, the improvement that we've seen from Siakam.
Wow, hammering it in.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Raptors trail by 9. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
The kick out to Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Brown's got 7 points.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Flynn the pass to Pop. Back to Flynn. Smart against Davis. 6 to shoot. He had a nice open look right there. He's got 9.
Well, on the catch and shoot. Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
Smart finds Walker. This ball movement by Boston. Tice against Siakam. Brown outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brown's got 9 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Poked away. Walker with it. Picked up by Flynn. Walker the pass to Smart. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist in this one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now here's Flynn. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots. Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Walker against Flynn. Walker, bounce pass, and the dunk by Tatum.
The very definition of an unselfish star. Kemba Walker doing work with the pass.
To the middle. Here's Anunoby. Count that one.
I'm surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Tice in the high post. 43 seconds left in the third. And Tice throws it down.
Well, what can you say about Marcus Smart, right? A willing, capable passer off the pick and roll environment. That is really beautifully done.
Raptors trail by 13. Flynn the pass to Siakam. And it's blocked by Brown. They recover it. They shoot again.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Nice shot by Smart.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Siakam looking around. From deep three-point range. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Boston Celtics finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more in store for you right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Boston. Walker and Smart the guards. Round the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Tice in at the 5 spot. Now here's Smart. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Here's Tatum. And that one, good. Tatum's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Celtics. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Raptors. Trailing by 17. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
And he banks in the layup. Boston leading by 15. Down low. Thomas is there. And it's Brown missing. Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Siakam. And it's good. 2 points.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Here's Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
You have to be willing to shoulder the offensive burden. I think Jason Tatum is built for it.
Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Brown against Thomas. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Walker against Lowry. Baseline J on the way. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
McCaw, he's checked in for Thomas.
First personal foul, team's first.
What's remarkable here is Fred Van Vliet has evolved into such an excellent floor general. This guy has done a tremendous job becoming a legitimate threat as a shooter, a legitimate threat as a passer, and we know unequivocally he is unafraid on the game's biggest stage.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Lowry from outside sinks the triple. Lowry's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Raptors.
Listen, this guy's so dangerous from beyond the arc. Kyle Lowry has always been a knockdown three-point shooter.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Brown drives in.
To me, this is Jaylen Brown at his best, right? A superb player who gets to the rim in no time.
Shoot 2.
It's the first. That'll push the lead to double digits.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
And Brown drops them both. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Inside, Siakam. That falls. Nice speed that time from Kyle Lowry. Siakam's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, Pascal Siakam has such soft touch, and he uses his length to his advantage on the inside there.
Brown, an easy 2 points on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Celtics.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jason Tatum.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Walker taking his time here. Here's Tice. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight. Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
There's Walker with the three. He feeds it to Brown. Shoots over Anunoby. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Walker.
Well, don't you love the way Jaylen Brown is squaring up in the mid-range? This guy's getting his feet under him. His pre-shot preparation outstanding.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.